Hey everyone, Michael Hammond here with you. It's great to be back with you. There is a lot going on, right? We've got historically low interest rates. We have all kinds of records being broken on volumes and everything. Tons of fluctuations in the stock market. You've got coronavirus fears. You've got conferences being canceled. So there's a lot I want to cover with you in this short period of time. And I think the first thing is when you talk about all these record volumes, what was it? Optimal Blue a week ago broke a record and did over 5 billion in locks. And then a couple days later, they broke that daily record again with over 11 billion in a day. And you saw Quicken breaking individual day records and UWM breaking records. And so clearly there is a ton of activity going on right now. So what is happening with lenders is they're scrambling and drinking out of the fire hose right now just to get all of those files through, just to get everything processed and try to get those loans closed. When it's this type of an environment, if you are a vendor, if you're a service provider trying to sell into lenders, it is absolutely critical that you have your unique value proposition ready to go, that it is short, it is concise, because you cannot waste time just sending general emails, general information, not be very specific on the phone call. Hey, we should schedule a demo. If you don't have your messaging very clear. So you've got to be able to differentiate yourself, right? Almost all of the products right now in financial services are a displacement sale. If you've got a product, they already have something that's working for them, whether it's cred, flood, title, appraisal, whether it's an LOS, a POS, a doc provider, so you have to displace them. You've got to know why you're different. You've got to articulate that very quickly, and more importantly, you have to connect it to why does that bring instant value to the lender? Why does that bring value to the bank, to the credit union, to the lender that you're trying to sell into? If it is not clear, if it is not concise, you lose. Your biggest competitor right now is status quo. People doing nothing. People too busy to take your calls. People too busy to interact with you. People too busy to sit down for a demo. So you better get very clear on your messaging and offer a very unique sales proposition, unique value proposition. We've talked about it before, clear differentiation, right? Or as we've talked about, it's got to be noticeably different. You got to get to the point quick. And it's not just in the phone calls that you leave. Text is critical. Emails are critical. What you're posting on your website, the type of articles that you're putting out there. So we've got to, as vendors, as service providers, you've got to be very clear with that messaging. And I hope that resonates with all of you. If you need help, let us know. We'll be more than happy to work with you. The second point is with everything going on with the coronavirus, right? And I'm not trying to add any more fear, panic, or anything like that. I think it's something that we have to have a healthy appreciation for. But as you think about that, look what's taking place. MBA Tech was canceled. All the 5-star events for the spring were canceled. South by Southwest was canceled. A lot of companies are now restricting travel. They're asking people to work from home. With all of that taking place, there's a lot less personal FaceTime with your potential clients. It's more critical than ever to continue to build, expand, grow your online presence, whether that's through videos, whether it's through podcasting, whether that's through your emails, through your text. You've got to continue to build your online presence, and that personal branding is absolutely critical. If you're late to the game, it's not too late, but you really have to start going, and it can't always be a sales pitch. How are you adding value to others? How are you getting your message and your story out there? How are you interacting and building that trust and those powerful relationships? So when we talk about all of the craziness that's happening in the markets, volumes are at all-time highs, rates are at all-time lows. You've got to be clear with your message. You've got to differentiate it and get to the point, clear, concise, directly to that prospect. And then secondly, you've got to build your online presence, right? For things like this. We don't know where this is going to go. More conferences may get canceled. There may be even more restrictions on travel. And if you don't have a way to build relationships, except for at the trade show, except for at the conference, or except for an in-person demo, you're really going to be left in the dust. Let's go out there. Let's make it a great day. Let's give people clear differentiation, true value propositions where we're adding value. And you've got to connect the dots for the lenders. Don't just say, oh, we're the greatest. We have the newest, latest cutting edge technology. How does that benefit the lender directly? How does that improve the bank? How does that improve the back office of the credit union? Get to the point very quickly, and then don't ever forget about building your personal brand and your online presence. That's what's going to truly have an impact with everything that's taking place today. Let's make it a great week. Let's take advantage of all of these great market opportunities and go out there and have an amazingly blessed day.